thank you for having the session today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And this is the sharing, caring part of it. So this is your opportunity to unmute yourself and share some of the stuff that you learned. So we had different topics today. Lucille, what were some of the topics? You want to put that up there?
Give me a sec, guys.
Okay, she's got to be quick. All right.
There you go.
So it's almost there. Good. So multiple Scrum Masters, how to define the company Agile culture. So how did that topic go? Any discussions on room 1? Did anybody attend that one?
I think we talked a lot about making sure that you're mindful of the well-being of the individual people and also the container of Scrum itself. And also looking at the language that we use and making sure that everybody understands, like when you say the word mindset or self-organizing, that you really dig into what does that mean for people. So people shared different challenges that they had at work. For example, one of them being somebody who's been with an organization for 10 years and wants to continue to communicate them that they are the lead. And so people just highlighted the importance of making sure that you don't ignore that, but you talk to that individual as well as talking to the team. So we just emphasized that communication was probably one of the biggest things we had to do to promote culture about agility while being a servant leader.
Wow, that's a lot. Good job. Anybody else for that first topic? All right, we're going to go ahead and move to room 2. How long should you coach a team for? How long should you coach a team? Anybody want to provide some?
About multiple things. There's a lot of different factors, from business factors. The business might want a coach to only be working for a certain amount of time because obviously it's an investment, it's an expense for them. We had answers from 2 years to 3 months, but I think the right answer is you should coach the team until they're self-organizing, and it always depends, right?
I hate that answer. It depends, but
yeah,
right.
Always.
I like it. All right, anybody else for room 2? First topic.
Alex, it depends on the pay, right?
Wow.
And the business.
All right, awesome. So we're going to jump to room 3. Team agreement. If you and when they are created. If and when they are created. Anybody want to provide feedback?
Yes, that was ours. So team agreement, the when would be at the beginning of a sprint or the creation of a new team, like sprint 0, if your organization has that. And the same thing, well, it contains the social norms, it may contain things like social norms, team values. A working agreement is not necessarily the same thing as a team agreement. There can be differences. It's a living document that can be added to as new team members join the team. And that's, all encompassing.
It's free and easy. Join tech.com today.
Great response, Sharon. And anyone else for that topic? All right, I think you did such a great job. Awesome. All right, we're moving to the second portion. Again, I don't know if anybody went to the Agile in PM. Anybody, because I didn't see that many people in room 1, but was there people?
Yeah, we discussed about it and we just differentiated between why we need Agile in a project management, first of all. And second thing is comparative study between waterfall and Agile. In what scenario we need to use Agile in project management, what scenario we need to use waterfall. Wow. And what is the specialty about Agile? That's the thing what we discussed about.
I like it. Anybody else for that topic? Moving on. what is a coach's responsibility, and are we just agile coaches? Okay. Well, I don't know if I said that perfectly, but okay, room 2. Anybody want to help that topic? What is a coach's responsibility? And are we just
It was a hard one to summarize, I think.
Should be
let's see. Anybody come up with anything?
Yeah.
I'll just start with one thing we talked about. I mean, we talked about RACI, which is responsibility, accountability, consultant, and what was the I, Art, if you
Informed.
can help me there?
Informed.
Or
Informed.
Right. Yes. So the idea was, right, it all depends. It's another answer, right? It's a consulting answer. It depends. So you got to go find it out when you start working with a company. You got to go figure it out. And then get agreement on what the heck it is, because it's different.
Love it. Thank you, Art. And I think room 3, we had a different topic. Ray, did you want to, what was the name of the topic that you had?
how to make agile adoptions transformation.
I don't know.
No, it was no. We changed it.
Oh.
Rodney, you weren't paying attention.
Oh,
What did we change it to?
I left
Rodney?
the room and came back later.
There you go.
Oh, we talked about imperialism. What do you mean you left the
Empiricism.
room?
Yeah, I came back when you guys were already talking about empiricism.
Okay, yeah, that was it. The team changed the topic.
Okay.
That was it.
All right. Anybody want to share about that learning? Ray, you want to supervise that?
Yeah. Hey, Grant,
Well,
you there?
Yeah, can do. So first we kind of defined what empiricism means in probably more layman term. So we've defined it as sort of evidence-based. And then we kind of talked around, what that might look like. And then we played a little game. So the agile battleships, and the difference between the evidence being what happens after each shot, and in the first part of the game where there is no evidence and how it makes you feel, and then in the second part where you're getting the evidence that you've missed or there's a hit, and when you get that hit, it then allows you to sort of be more tactical at that point, to say, all right, okay, we know there's one there, we need to move around here. You're not just firing blind, you're kind of being more focused at that point. And unfortunately, I was a little, my pudgy little fingers, I didn't get an opportunity to take a screenshot of without any feedback. But it was particularly, I mean, I recreated it as best I could. We got some hits, but no ships sunk. Whereas if you have a look at the board to the right of where you are now, the second time round, where we were getting the feedback, where we were getting the evidence of the shot, we sank 4 ships.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the difference. It's output of 30 shots versus the outcome of 4 sunk ships.
Wow.
Rick, we are playing that game on our next class.
You
Just so you know.
my battleship.
Yeah. And though he, like Grant said, though it was not intentional, when he accidentally hit the button twice,
Wow.
you had to see the reaction of everybody in the room of not having the feedback.
Wow.
Which was not part of what he was thinking, was not an intentional act on his part, but they got to feel a lack of feedback situation. And then what they did to have the feedback, which was Grant said to them, we'll do it again. And everybody said, yeah, because they wanted the feedback. So I thought that.
Yeah.
I attended at the end, and Grant gave credits to the person from whom he saw that for the first time. He put credits on the board, and he gave credits I think it was Chris Stone.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard for people that weren't there to fully grasp what you're trying to do. I see us doing this on a Wednesday session. Again, imagine doing that and having a whole session assigned to playing a game like that. That would be awesome. So I'm challenging you guys. Please find a way to do that on a Wednesday session. Go ahead.
I got something very good out of that game playing, because we were playing that based on our topic empiricism. So it made me understand that a complex problem where there's so many unknowns, you need to run a lot of experiments to uncover the unknowns. And then maybe then after you can observe a better approach to the problem due to running those experiments and getting feedback from the unknowns that you're acquiring at the end. So that's what I got out of that.
So I love that learning. That is one of the toughest things to teach, leaders out there to kind of grasp that understanding. So a great exercise. So guys, great job. And we still have one more team that I need to make sure we talk about. We had the beginners team. Talk to us. How did that session go? Okay, that was good. All right, next. No, I'm just beginner. Anybody can unmute yourself. If you're here for the first time, don't panic. We're not gonna. Don't know if that's a good question to ask. Okay. So what did we understand? Go for it.
We spoke about conflict management. Most often as Scrum Masters, this is something that we'd face. And Jesus and I always forgot the name. Sorry, Ricardo. Yeah, they both come up with more. They shared the experience. They made the session more interactive. They wanted us to share how we can resolve a conflict or what actually leads to a conflict. And they shared some of their experiences as well. It was good to do all this on a Miro board. As first-time learners, we are getting to use the Miro board as well. We did share some of the retro templates where we can actually solve the issue. And that's about it. It was a great session today. Thank you, guys.
So did you just say that they shared their personal conflicts? Was my name mentioned at all? I just want to make sure.
More than you can think of. Yes.
What?
When I sneaked into your room, I was coming to get some conflicts with them.
I bet you were. Anybody else from the beginning group that wants to mention some of the learnings? If not, anybody that was here for the first time that didn't speak, how was your experience? Talk to us. Go for it.
Okay, I want to say thank you to the group. This is interesting for me. It feels good to be among professionals who allow you to feel free and be yourself, that it's okay not to know so much, and they help you with the learning. So today we were able to discuss the conflict, and I took an insightful look again at the positive side of conflict, and we discussed about how it helps build the group's unity, because after that, there's respect, there's a better understanding, and of course, we have a better team. I love the experience today, and I shall remain with this group. Thank you, guys.
Great. Now, I want to make sure your last statement is very clear. You can't leave. Like, I want to make sure that was said earlier. Once you're in this group, we will find you. We will knock on your door. We will send Henry to sing until you get back in here.
It's a one-way route. You can't go back.
I'm not going back. No plans to go back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else that, again, first timer that wants to share their experience?
All right, I'll go. That's Nikki.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Okay, this is my first time here, but I was confused. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm sorry for my language, but it sounded like gibberish. So
And that's very helpful, Nikki. So understand this is what makes us, I think a good team is that we want to hear those kind of feedbacks because that way we can pivot and adjust. So some of the things that I probably would have done better is if there were people that were a little confused, how do I get them into a private room and maybe help them, like kind of guide them a little bit better. So I think that's something we can improve. And we really appreciate those kind of feedbacks because it makes us better. So thank you very much, Nikki, on that one. Anybody else? All right. Lucio, I think you have some links you want to share.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me grab that post again. So please like and share our post for today and also for our AIC LinkedIn post. Please give it a like, a share, comment, and yeah. Thank you.
And that's all we ask, guys. So all the coaches have given up their time to kind of help this group. And all we ask you is to please go out there and like it, share it with friends, family members, people that you think might be interested in joining us, especially the conference. That one we're moving at a very fast pace and we really need your help. So every weekend we'll come over here asking you something to see if we can kind of push that along. We're looking for sponsors and we're looking to make sure that we can confirm, the team that's going to be volunteering to assist us. Okay. So Marcelo had to drop, but I know he came right back. Marcelo, I still want to give you a few time. How was I know you started with something. Anything you want to share before we?
No, man, I'm totally cool letting Art and company talk through whatever they went through.
Hey, you missed it, man. You missed it, man. We're done.
Yeah, no, I know you're done. You guys rocked a lot of stuff there. So go for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So go ahead.
Our discussion wandered a lot. It wasn't just about the racing. We just kept wandering and wandering further and further afield, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun wandering. Okay.
It was. And then we crashed room 3, you should know.
Yeah, I saw some of that movement that you guys were doing. I was like, when the world is going on over there? So again, it's all about continuous improvement. We need your feedback. So make sure you share. And it's not about a one-time session, right? How do we continuously help you throughout your career and throughout your journey? Okay, so we're here for you. Please check out some of our certifications. Like our posts, please, so that we can keep expanding.